Good morning, everyone. This is Brennan, Decima, owner of Decima Wealth Consulting. This week I had a video about financial freedom, and once I stepped away from corporate America, the ability to spend my time how I want it with who I want it when there's not all of these corporate initiatives filling up my day, right? But there's another part to that freedom that I think is really important, and there was a Kiplinger's article written this week about how money doesn't necessarily buy you happiness. And I think the article really nailed it in the sense that sometimes that additional freedom can also feel like emptiness, and it can feel like isolation. And for a lot of the clients that I work with currently, they are very high performing individuals. They're very successful in their careers. They had a lot of responsibility, a lot of recognition for their contributions to the company. And when you walk away from that in retirement or the next chapter, it can be a complete identity shift, right? So not having others depend on you, not having the social networks, not having that purpose or that leadership itch scratched, right? So I find that many people feel this emptiness in retirement and feel like they're just sort of drifting. So I think the key here is, yes, it's important to have all of the spreadsheets and the numbers and all of that in place, but more importantly, having a purpose and having a vision for what you're going to wake up and do each day in life. So, you know, the current media model really pushes leisure, and all their advertising with retirement. You know, you're going to spend all day golfing or fishing or relaxing or traveling, right? And that's great. We certainly want leisure and enjoyment as a reward for all of our hard work. But the most successful retirees that I work with, they find joy in having a purpose. Historically, what retirement meant was going from hard manual labor, something really intensive on the body, to when they weren't able to physically do their task, they really evolved more into a mentor type role for those still in the workforce. So again, that doesn't necessarily mean today you need to go find and mentor, but having that purpose, having that what are we going to do next? Whether it's spending time with grandkids, whether it's volunteering, whether it's consulting, whether it's just a productive hobby around the house that you can wake up and get excited about. I think it's important to plan that part of retirement as equally as planning out, hey, do I have the budget and the savings to afford my lifestyle? So, one of the interesting things of the article was talking about the parallels of going to college and retiring. And one of the examples was, there's an abundance of freedom for someone leaving home and going to college. There's no one telling them when to go to bed or what to eat or how to spend their time. So they're able to do what they want, when they want, with who they want. They can go to bed late, they can eat junk, they can sleep in, they can party, right? So they have all this freedom, and that's an initial rush of euphoria. But then that lack of structure can become very overwhelming. They may start missing classes, they may start gaining weight, they may start feeling anxiety of all of that freedom. And that's really, really common with a lot of retirees that I work with as well. It takes an adjustment to get used to not having that calendar or checking the email all the time or having people depend on you for your leadership. So this is exactly what we help work with families on. We help them put together visions of what they can afford and help them understand their purpose in the next phase. So I highly encourage you to read the Kiplinger's article. I think it's great. It's Why Money Won't Buy You Happiness in Retirement. And if you need help putting together your retirement vision board, you can schedule a meeting or message us in the comments. Please subscribe, and I hope everyone has a great day.